Hello everybody, today is Friday the 15th of November. I just wanted to reach out to the public and make the particular ZEP holders aware of quite some uncertainty, which will happen on the 29th of November. So the following video is a bit longer and I'm trying to be as structured as possible, but there are 4 case scenarios which I want to share with you, and there are 2 potential worrying scenarios which are really not good. And I hope the Minister of Home Affairs will clarify at least 1 or 2. But let's start in chronological order. So the first case scenario is really, so everybody is a ZEP holder, okay? You're on ZEP status, exemption status, but you applied a year ago or half a year ago for a critical skills visa, and that outcome is not out yet. It doesn't matter if it's a critical skills or 11.6 or spousal visa or general work visa, but basically you applied to transfer into the immigration system and your outcome is not ready yet. What does it mean? On the 29th of November 2024, your ZEP status will expire, which means you will have no status and you'll be treated like anybody else with an expired visa waiting for the outcome of a pending application, which means you are legally allowed to remain in the country, but you will face problems when exiting and re-entering. In addition, strictly speaking, you're not allowed to work anymore because the ZEP status contains the right of work. You have no valid status. You're waiting the outcome of your application, which means the employer might say you cannot work, or should actually say you cannot work because legally you're not allowed to. So that's case scenario 1. Okay, so you applied for critical skills or whatever into the mainstream immigration system. You're waiting for the outcome. Case scenario 2, you received the waiver because you applied for a waiver before. You received the waiver and you have submitted already with the waiver an application for general work visa, taking the waivers of the Department of Labor letter into consideration and SACO as well. Okay, this scenario is actually exactly the same as my first scenario because you're waiting, you have transferred now into the immigration system, you're waiting for the outcome. So everything else I just said in case scenario 1 happens on the 29th of November. You have no legal status, your ZEP expires, and you're not allowed to work, but you're legally to remain in the country. Scenario number 3, you received the waiver with a waiver letter, and you have not submitted anything yet, meaning you're in possession of the waiver letter, and you intend to submit a general work visa, but it might only be ready for submission in December because VFS doesn't have appointments, etc., etc. Now this means actually you must read in the waiver letter. There, the Minister of Home Affairs has extended the ZEP status until June 2025. So this means you can legally remain in the country, you can continue working, and you must apply to transfer into the immigration system until June 2025. So obviously you must do it as soon as possible, but that's okay. So if you receive the waiver letter, read the first paragraph of the waiver letter, that one is okay, you can continue working. Now I'm coming to case scenario 4, and that actually is probably the vast majority of all cases, that's why I left it last. You're waiting still the outcome of the waiver. So you applied for the waiver, like so many ZEP holders, but you're still waiting for the outcome of the waiver. Again, on the 29th of November, the ZEP status expires, you're not allowed to work, you're allowed to remain in South Africa, but you're going to have the travel restrictions with not a valid visa, okay? So just be aware of that, and also be aware, if you're an employer, be aware of this. We will obviously approach the authorities and hope for some clarification, what they're intending to do with these 1 or 2 very unfortunate case scenarios. And I hope we're going to get an answer, or the public gets an answer until end of November. That's it from my side. If you like the video, please share it everywhere and like it. And yeah, keep well.